Hello, so good to have you here today. Now, clutter comes in all different shapes and sizes and even flavors, and sometimes you might have stuff that you don't even realize is clutter. So today we'll talk about the 6 most common types of clutter. Thank you for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video.
So the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day, and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time, so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question. And this show will give you the answers. My name is Lizelle Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show.
So let's look at the 6 most common types of clutter. Number 1, clutter without a place. One of the biggest reasons that our surfaces get so easily cluttered is because all the items that do not have a specific place in our home simply gets dumped there. I mean, where else is it supposed to go? And these items aren't necessarily stuff that needs to be thrown away, but they just need a specific place where they are kept. Now, because they don't have a storage space, they become clutter on our surfaces. So if stuff piles up on your kitchen counter again, make sure that each item has a designated space where it is kept and put it back into that place. This will ensure that it does not end up on your kitchen counter again. And also make sure that everybody else in your home knows where this space is and that they put those items away after they have used it. Number 2, trash that looks like clutter. So what is trash and what is clutter? It is very important to know the difference so that you can know what you should throw out. For example, maybe you have a shirt that you don't particularly like the buttons that's on it. So you thought that it would be a great plan to buy different buttons for this particular shirt. But now it is 6 months later and the shirt still doesn't have new buttons. And of course, you're not wearing it. Well, maybe you don't really need or want that shirt anymore. It's okay to let it go. I mean, you can always donate it. It can surely brighten up someone else's day instead of lying in a dark corner somewhere. Some other items we also consider as clutter, but that might just be trash, are magazines, newspapers, expired coupons, old clothes needing repair, or even broken glasses. So make a decision about each item. Is it trash or is it clutter? Number 3. Bargain items you never really needed in the first place. It can be so hard to resist a bargain or a goodie bag or those promotional gifts that you sometimes get with a purchase. But if you bring those items into your home and you are not going to use it, it is not a bargain. It is clutter that is taking up precious space. So rather resist the temptation and don't bring it into your home in the first place. Number 4, buying bulk to feel safe. Now, if not properly planned, a lot of items that we bought in bulk can go unused or can expire before we could use them. This is called abundance clutter, because having so many of a certain item is making you feel safe and secure, and it also makes you feel like you're taking good care of your family. Now, buying bulk is not always a bad thing. It just becomes bad when you don't use the stuff that you have bought. So make sure you put some proper planning into it to ensure that rodents and insects don't get to it first. It doesn't expire or go bad before you use it, or it doesn't lose its quality or its taste, or that the items are no longer in style before you get to use it. Number 5, clutter for the future. This is stuff you accumulate that you want to do or use someday. You buy a tennis racket in the hope that maybe one day you will be fit enough or brave enough to book your first session or lesson, but it just never happens. Or you have these enormous thick books on your coffee table, but you know that you will never read them. But you just like the idea that other people that visit think that you are reading them. The best way to get rid of this type of clutter is to be truly honest with yourself. Get to know yourself and rather focus on and spend money on the things that you know you will do or use. The sure road to happiness and fulfillment is to accept yourself for who you are, to recognize your strong points and rather build on that. Life is just too short to pretend to be something or someone that you are not. Number 6, clutter from the past. Sentimental clutter is the hardest to let go of because we add so much meaning to each item. I always say it's not a bad thing to have sentimental clutter. I firmly believe that we should surround ourselves with what is important and precious to us, but it becomes a problem when it gets too much. Balance is the answer to so many of the problems in our lives today. Always remember that you never have to let go of the memory. The actual memory is stored in your heart and not in the item. So you can let the item go without feeling guilty. So go and see if you can recognize any of these 6 types of clutter in your home. Thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and share it with your friends or your family if you think that it can help them too.